Hello, beautiful souls, beautiful twins. This is Crystal Rose Insights, and here to do a reading for the Divine Feminine for December 2017. I have done a Twin Flame Union love reading for the month, but I think with all the energies going on, I felt really compelled to do separate readings as well for the Divine Feminine and for the Divine Masculine in a little bit more depth for the month of December. So in order to facilitate the clarity, I've got this rose quartz. The rose quartz is here. I have this clear quartz crystal that's gonna help us oversee this reading, and I have pre-shuffled so as to save time. Thank you for all of my new subscribers and my personal clients now that are doing readings with me. I really appreciate all of you, and welcome to anyone who's seeing this for the first time. And it's my intention that every reading that I do, anybody watching, okay, the Ace of Water just flew out. Anyone watching will get a clear, at least a clear message that will support them on their journey to health, love, happiness, abundance, and prosperity, and really living to their full potential. So Ace of Water jumped out, which is about the new beginning in love and a brand new start. So it wanted to let itself be known. I'm going to put it back in the deck and we'll see if it comes out again. So if you haven't watched the Divine Masculine reading, that's going to be posted as well. We also have a December Twin Flame Love reading that is actually filmed in 3 parts, and I apologize for that. However, it's a space issue with YouTube, but I think I've figured out how to actually do the longer videos, so I won't be needing to do that anymore. But there is a reading that covers both sides, the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine, as well as the Union energies in that one. And here's a Queen of Water. She's come out, which is again relationships, new level, nurturing, and a real clear, patient, loving energy. I'm going to stop talking and shuffling and actually just get started with this reading, because these cards clearly want to speak with us tonight. And the 9 of Water, the Wish card. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm just, okay. I hear you. And hopefully you guys hear us, but that is amazing. Wish is coming true. Divine Feminine clearly needs to hear that there's a new beginning in love, that she's the Queen of Cups, that she can embody that energy, and the wishes are coming true. I mean, I pretty much might be able to just end this reading right now. I really, I love when this stuff happens, and I don't know, I think it's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not going to end the reading right now, don't worry. I'm not going to do that to you, because I know. But what an incredible start. All right, that's the clear overall message for the Divine Feminine, is 3 Cups cards, water cards, just flew out, and they were all extremely beautiful water cards. So there you go. All right, so we're going to pull 6 cards, please, for the Divine Feminine. And those are a little bit too early, because I haven't cut the deck yet. So we'll see if they come back up. If they're meant to, they will. All right. Let's get started here. All right, so 6 cards, please, for the Divine Feminine. The first is how she currently seeing her Divine Masculine, and that's the 9 of Earth. How she currently seeing the relationship, the Justice card. What is her current challenge this month? And that is the Star. What does she want the Divine Masculine to know? And that is the Strength card. Again, just like the Divine Masculine reading, there's already 3 major arcana showing up out of the 4 cards. What's hidden? Ace of Fire. And what is she currently doing about the relationship right now? The 3 of Air. Gosh, so much mirroring happening with the Divine Masculine reading. Overall energy is the Awakening card, which is the Hanged Man, which is looking at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill, and this is just about taking time to take a chill pill and just take a deep breath. You're not moving anything forward. You can't do anything if you're sitting there as the Hanged Man or Hanged Woman, and all you can do is just contemplate and look at things in a different way. and this is totally a random aside, but I used to live in a house when I was growing up that had these crazy ceilings. It was like a split level house, and it had these wooden beam ceilings that were all at different angles. It was a very modern home. And so what I used to do for fun was I would take my mirror from my bedroom and I would turn it upside down, and I'd walk along the house and look down and be seeing the ceiling. So to me it felt like, oh, this is what it would look like if the ceiling was the floor of my house. And how fun would that be? There'd be all these different levels and all these different angles, and I'd trip over these beams, and I don't know why, but I used to do that all the time. So I'm only sharing that because that came through so clearly when I was seeing this card as a message, which is there might be some fun in seeing things in a totally different way than you've looked at them before. So there you know, a little bit about my quirky background as a kid, but like I said, it came to me to share with you, so there you go. All right, so first card here is how is she currently seeing her divine masculine, and that is the Nine of Earth, which is she's seeing him as getting to the completion of his building of his empire. This is about enjoying the little things of life. This is about, the Nine of Earth can be a card of extremes as well. So this is like the Nine of Pentacles in traditional tarot. But the way that she's seeing him is that she acknowledges that he's been doing a lot of his hard work, and she sees it, she feels it. She might even have little clues that he's been doing his work, whether he's showing up in dreams where he hasn't for a while. Maybe she's having some interaction with him in the physical 3D. Maybe there's some communication, but the way she's seeing him is the Nine of Earth, which is enjoying life's little luxuries. So, you know, she's not looking for these huge, grand declarations, like the opulent material world of the house, of the car, the fancy, you know, everything. Like, to her, the divine feminine, being in relationship with her divine masculine, is all about appreciating the little things that really matter. It has nothing to do with the material world, the external world. It has to do with the small things that matter, the stability, the joy, you know, the comfort that comes from a hug, the smile that comes from across the room, sharing a secret that only you two know. So the way that she sees him is she sees him as somebody that could provide this comfort and this connection and this bond that is rooted in the things that actually really matter, and not what the rest of the world says should matter, or what, you know, society says should matter. And I do want to point out again, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. Just saying. Okay. So how she's seeing the relationship right now, which is the Justice card, which is a card that's about, this could be a card of marriage. It's often a card of marriage because it has to do with the legal system. She's seeing it as balanced. She's seeing that, you know, this relationship is right for her and is right for what she's wanting. And she's seeing it as maybe an opportunity to demonstrate her faith in the unknown and what other people can't quite understand. Because those of you on this journey understand that many people don't get it. You probably only have a handful of friends that you can truly discuss this with, because they don't understand and they look at you like you're crazy. Or they're like, oh, I've never heard of that before. And then they might go look it up and they want to support you, but they just don't understand. So, you know, this is a twin flame symbol right here with the 11, the 2 twins, the 2 columns. And he's balancing the scales here. He's looking down, but still being lifted up. He's got his sword, which is about doing what's right and what matters. So the way that she sees the relationship right now is that it's right. This is, you know, she might be questioning, like, is this really what I'm thinking it is? Am I correct about this? Or am I just imagining it? So she's seeing it as the 8, which is about abundance. And it's also about, I really always see the 8 as a twin flame infinity sign. And she's probably, she may be feeling like she needs to make a decision. She wants to take responsibility for her own actions. And this is just about doing what's right. So she feels that this relationship is right. So what's her current challenge right now? And that is the Star, which is a beautiful card for a positive energy. It's the wishes. It's wishes fulfilled. It's, and again, remember the 9 of Cups or the 9 of Water fell out when we were doing the shuffling. And this is very similar to the 9 of Water about wishes, but this is a major arcana. So this is about happy times, positive, optimistic, long-term plans, and that she's on the right path. But I feel like she might be doubting this right now a little bit. Her challenge is to really remember that this is what's possible and she has within her grasp. But I think she might be questioning and wondering and kind of feeling a little bit deflated. And I'm reminded here when I look at this card of a phrase I've heard many times before in many different forms, but you know, there's all these stars. There's this bright star above with the dark sky, and it's when it's darkest out, that's when you can see the stars. So even if she's going through a rough time, or she's feeling in a dark place, or she's feeling frustrated, to remember that this is when you can see what you really have coming, and to not forget that, okay? So, and it's the 17 card, which is again, new beginning when it comes to spirituality. And this is this is a spiritual challenge for her that she's facing. But again, it adds up to an 8. So mirroring here of the 8 and the 8, major arcanas. So there you go. And then the next is, what does she want the Divine Masculine to know is strength. So again, it's the 11 card, another twin number. And what she wants him to know is that no matter what he's going through, whether he's done something to upset her in the physical, if they've been in physical union, if they've had a relationship, if he's hurt her, if they're in separation, that she forgives him for that. And that she also wants him to know that she knows he has this incredible inner strength. And she's also reminding him that she does too, and that anytime that he feels like he isn't feeling his strength, that she will also be there to have his back, which is a major piece of the journey. And this can be just even on an energetic level. It may not even be felt or noticed on the physical plane, but it's important on an energetic level that this matters. I mean, here's the strength card with the shield, and she's riding a tiger. I don't know if you can see that. And there's 2 birds here, so again, anything I see in pairs reminds me of the twins. And they're yellow, which is about joy. And then the rainbow is coming through out of, like, there's not even really sunlight happening here, but there's still a rainbow. So even in the darkest, where things might seem dark, so again, sort of a similar message to here with the star. It's dark out, but there's still this beautiful light that's being seen. And rainbows are always about, I mean, to me, they represent all the colors of the chakras, obviously, and they help to balance everything. But, so she wants him to know that she sees him as having the strength, and she also has a strength, but then there may be times where either one might need to call on the other one. So she wants him to know that she's got his back. So what's hidden for the Divine Feminine right now is the Ace of Fire. And she's, with the Ace of Fire, comes the new beginning when it comes to prosperity and accomplishment. So there might be something going on with the Divine Feminines where there's something brewing when it comes to career. Maybe she's like shifting her focus a little bit into that. But what I love about this card with this Ace of Fire is this is a man standing in nature, but he's surrounded by fog, but it's like he's waving this wand, because this is like the Ace of Wands, which is about incredible passion. But it's also, it's like the fire is clearing the fog. So what's hidden right now from the Divine Feminine, or for the Divine Masculines about the Divine Feminine, is that there's a new resurgence within the Divine Feminine that will be clearing some of the old muck. And it's all for the positive. There's a lot of flowers around her. And I love that. So another message is that there could be just new information coming, self-expression, a fresh start. It could be some innovative ideas that are being enthusiastically pursued, and she might be taking some risks to follow her dreams, and she's taking charge of her life. So either the Divine Feminine is not aware of this about to be brewing for her, or it is happening for her in December, or she's aware of it and it's starting, but it's really going to help to, whatever new changes are happening for the Divine Feminine, possibly in her career, will open up things that will allow union to happen. So, I don't know, there's a few different messages here with that, but I love that. So lastly is, what is she currently doing about it? And it's the Three of Air. So this, again, is mirroring like crazy, because this card came up in the Divine Masculine's reading, which is about sadness and taking time to heal and the need to forgive yourself and others. So the Divine Feminine is also, in terms of moving forward in the relationship, she's got an awareness that she still needs to heal some things. And she may also be working consciously to help heal the wounds of her Divine Masculine. So, because you know, we take on the energies of our twins, and we may sometimes be processing things on behalf of the other. Like the day you wake up and you're like, I don't know why I'm in such a pissy mood right now, but I am, and it sucks, and I don't even know where this came from. Well, that could be because your twin is going through something, and you're sharing that burden, and you're helping to process it together. And he may be feeling the same thing with you. So there is a lot of mirroring happening here, which means that twins are really, their energies are really aligning, and the messages are coming really clear with that. So, all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some extra cards and get a little bit more information for the Divine Feminine for the month of December. And so what I'm going to do, what am I going to pull first? I'm going to pull from the Psychic Tarot by John Holland, the Tarot of the Heart. So I'd like 3 cards, please, for the Divine Feminine. What other clarifying messages do you have for the Divine Feminine about the energies for December 2017? What messages do you have, please? 3 cards for the Divine Feminine for December 2017. 3 cards, please. So the first card is Well-Deserved Reward, 9 card. Excellent. 2 more cards, please, for the Divine Feminine. Additional messages, please. Rebuild. And last card, please, for the Divine Feminine. Additional messages, December 2017. Thank you. Win or lose. Okay. So we have here a few different messages, and the first is Well-Deserved Reward. Now this is a card where she's worked really hard, she's accomplished and gone through her battles, and here's this man standing on top of these tall, tall towers. And he's victorious. He's victorious over whatever he's dealt with, and he is feeling like he deserves to win a prize. And so the message for the Divine Feminine is that what she's been going through and working hard for, because I know a lot of Divine Feminines have been working on career issues and financial stability and really creating her nest for herself, irregardless of her twin. So in December, she's going to feel like she is going to get the reward for her efforts. And it's interesting too, because this is the Tower card. So this is the major arcana of the Tower, which is about breaking down old systems and starting fresh, starting anew. Like there may be some new things coming that you didn't expect. You know, she's holding her hand over her heart. She's covering her heart light, and she looks a little stern. However, there is the sun here above her, and she's illuminated with all this beautiful white light, as well as the yellow and the pink, which is about joy and love, and unconditional love and happiness. And, you know, the lightning's come in to knock down the foundation. However, she's going to be just fine, okay? Because she's got her upper chakra is connected to the divine, and just the foundation might be a little rocked, and it's going to rebuild, so don't worry about it. And it's the 16, which is new beginnings, but also victory, and it leads to a 7, which is spiritual. So this is a big transformation. And lastly, for the Divine Feminine, we're getting the Win or Lose card, which is, again, some mirroring I've seen happening with some of the Divine Masculine readings I've been doing. This card came up, which is she's feeling like it's either kind of all or nothing, and there's really no in between. And here's the heart in the middle of this sword, which is usually about truth, and it's also about thinking. But the heart's in the middle of it, because typically this is the sword represents the air sign as opposed to the cups or the heart space, but the heart's here. And so the sword has fallen into the earth like as a one final statement, but the heart is still above the earth and in the light. And what's interesting is the ground is illuminating from underneath, and it's the 5 card. So, you know, the 5s are about the battles and the things that we don't like to go through, but in the end are for our positive, which is very consistent, obviously, of course, with the Tower card, with the Rebuild card. So as she's going through this battle, she's still going to emerge victorious because her heart's above. It's the light is shining upwards, and there is going to be some new things coming. And she'll get a well-deserved reward because of it, you know, at the end of it, going through it. So I think that's a really interesting combination of cards. And let me actually look here. Let me see let me just see if there's one more message relating to the Win or Lose card, which is about detaching from the ego, maybe having disagreements, and this is about also somebody trying to provoke you. Okay, this is about remaining detached from somebody trying to like get you into an argument. So whatever's going on in the destruction phase, there's going to be people trying to like engage with you, possibly in a negative way, but as long as you stay centered with your heart space and not engage in the battle, don't get into the ego space, stay in your heart space, you're going to be just fine. Okay. All right. So now I want to pull a few Romance Angel cards again, like I did for the masculine. What 3 messages do you have, please, Romance Angels, for the Divine Feminine for December 2017? 3 cards, please, for the energies or advice for the Divine Feminine in December 2017 for her highest good and the best of all. So 3 cards, please. First card is finances and career. Oops. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was saying earlier, right? So career, Nine of Earth. So the career message is a big one. Next for her is the message of love yourself first. And lastly, we have keep an open mind. Okay. Well, this to me is really clear as well. So, like I said, the Divine Feminines have really been focused on finances and career, and financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So, I think the more that the feminine can work on her life, her passions, her goals, her life missions, then the better it will do for the union in general. This is her time to do that right now, especially if they're in separation, which we got in the Divine Masculine reading, which I know we've been experiencing as well. And she's getting reminded to love herself first. And again, if she's loving herself first, taking care of herself, she's going to be showing and demonstrating loving herself first, because you can't truly love someone until you love yourself first. And as much as the relationship with the Divine Masculine can be enticing and intriguing and passionate and exciting, it's really got to come, the union's going to come when there's a place of centeredness and balance. And sometimes it can be easy for the divine feminines to get swept away and like want things to happen sooner than later and get a little impatient. I know with the readings I've done, that's been very clear with those feminines. And to keep an open mind. So this is a reminder for the divine feminine to keep an open mind and to let go of the form at which the blessings are going to come. You know, I think, you know, we're shown this beautiful romantic image here. Yet this Cupid is reminding her, like, hey, remember to love yourself first. Love yourself so that you can love this person more. Not more, but better. Keeping an open mind. So this means that there might be, to lose the attachment to the form, that the love is going to show up for you. And to remember to keep your focus on the blessings as opposed to what you're missing and what's absent. So the whole law of vibration. I think that's a very important reminder, and is, again, a very consistent message that's been coming up. So now I'm going to pull 2 energy oracle cards for the divine feminine for December. 2 more cards, please, for the divine feminine for December 2017. I'm still in, like, I'm not in awe, because that's not the right word, but I'm just smiling knowing the 3 cards that jumped out right at the very beginning that were amazing. So, heard those messages loud and clear. These are more secondary messages, I feel like, compared to those first 3 that just jumped out. So the first is a thinking man. Holy crap. I pulled for the divine masculine reading, I pulled the thinking woman. So here in the divine feminine, we're getting the thinking man. Oh my gosh, so funny. Thinking man is showing up, and so is the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So the thinking man, divine feminine, the 4 and the 6, stability and victory. So here's this man, but he's looking at a crystal. He's looking to understand what he doesn't quite understand with his mind. But he's also very thoughtful and very contemplative. So the divine feminines are in this place right now. And the 41, which is about the 7th chakra, crown chakra, which is connected to your spirituality, and to let it adorn you and to light you up from the inside out. So the stability, the new beginning, but also the 5. So this is asking you as you're going through, you know, here you're asking for strength, needing strength, justice, the star. You're struggling with believing you can have everything. When you connect to your crown chakra and illuminate your light body through that, then blessings can come your way. And I'm going to look again here to see if there's anything else. So the thinking man is really about, there's a teacher coming in or arriving in your life right now and educating you and being supportive for you. It could also mean a love or interest is coming your way. And there's going to be someone that's going to support you on this journey. And maybe that's, you know, so like your divine counterpart. And this is about just continuing to keep an open mind about undertaking your spiritual paths. You know, you might think you have it all figured out. You might think you've got this whole spirituality thing and twin flame thing figured out. But keep an open mind. Keep loving yourself first. And go this way, and keep looking for teachers, because you're in a never-ending quest. And the 41 card is really about spiritual connections and understanding that you're going to be getting a lot of inspiration and connection to the spirit world. And you're also, this is reminding you to make sure that you take conscious effort to do this. You know, spiritual practice, whether it's meditating every day, taking a few moments to write in your journal, go out into the earth and say your affirmations, whatever that spiritual practice looks like for you, please do it consistently. That's the reminder here. And I know it's easy for us to all forget to do the things that have been working to get us in a good place. So, okay, feminines, there you go. I'm going to pull one last card as a message from Archangel Michael for the Divine Feminines for December 2017. What advice do you have, Michael, for the Divine Feminines in December 2017, please? One card, please, Michael, for advice. Which is, your children are being watched over by angels. So this card to me, when I'm working with the twin energies, always represents this child. The innocent child is representative of the divine love between the twin flame, masculine, feminine. So the angels are watching over your union right now. You know, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to do anything in terms of, you know, trying to figure it out. You don't have to be in your head about it. What you do have to do is you do have to do your work. You do have to do your work. You have to focus on you, but know that the relationship is being watched over by angels. And it's also about being a role model. And you guys as twins are role models for the rest of consciousness. And so you're going to be teachers for everyone else. And I feel like I have to pull one more Michael card, please, for the Divine Feminine. I don't know why. But I'm just going to go with it. One more message, please, for the Divine Feminine, Michael. Thank you. Guarded and protect. Oh, my God. Seriously? Okay. This is what Michael said to the Divine Masculine in the reading I just did before I did this one. Okay? So, same message for Michael. Twins. Whether you're masculine or feminine watching this, this is about putting down your sword, putting down your defenses. You are guarded and protected in this union and in this journey if you have faith and you trust and you open up your heart. He's wearing green, which is the energy of the heart chakra, of nature, nurtured, groundedness. And this is the reminder that both divine masculine and feminine, because this is the card that came out from Michael. Maybe that's why I felt like I needed to pull out another card, because we needed to see this mirroring happening. And this very clear message from Michael that we need to get into our hearts and trust in the truth and not be defensive and to not get into our headspace, because everything's going to be okay if we do that. We're guarded and protected in this journey. All right, guys, feminines. I think that's a wrap. I think that was a great way to end this. I thank you for your attention, your like, share, subscribes. If you'd like a private reading, information is below. I wish you all the best in the month of December as you move in your journey and celebrate however you do this month with family and friends. Until next time, in abundant love always. Bye.